All right. So we have this carriage here. This is a prison carriage fantasy asset. This is part of the Polyperfect group of assets. And in this video, what we want to do is think about how do we take this asset and make a variation to it. And so the goal here maybe is to think about maybe I want the door open. Maybe I want to show some of the wood maybe broken or maybe shorter than the others. Maybe I want the wheels to not be there, things like that. So uh, let's go ahead and take a look how we can achieve that. All right, so the first thing is we have this prefab here. I'm going to right click on this and I'm just going to simply go into unpack completely. And then I'm going to, on the parent, I'm going to right click and go to UModelerX and then UModelize this here. And then now when you select the asset here, you can see that these objects are going to be completely separate. So starting with the door, all right, we can take a look at the door. Now, right now I can already move the door mainly because it was already a separate asset. And if you rotate this, you can see that you can open the door. However, the door is rotating in the wrong direction, meaning the pivot is in the center. Now, ideally, the door should be rotating from this section here, like the pivot point should be here. So with UModelerX, what's really nice about this is that you can edit the pivot point very easily. So what I'll do is have this object selected. I'll go down in my tools group here on the right side, and we're going to go all the way down till we see the word pivot. It's going to be in the miscellaneous group. So I'm going to select pivot. And when you do that, you're going to see these tangents here. Now you can do top center. You can do, you can select different areas of it. You can do bottom center. But what we want to do is actually do a custom location. So I'm going to move this here like so. And so I can get a better view, I'm just going to go ahead and go in this view here. And I'm going to move it to be like this. Now that looks about right where that hinge would be. And just to make sure it's kind of centered between these two hinges, we'll just kind of put it just like so. All right. And there you have it. So I just did that there. Now, when you move that there, you want to click on gizmo location, and then it's going to shift. And so now we have the pivot point there. So we'll just go back into object mode. And now that we're in object mode, we just got to go to pivot. And that's going to be in the Unity area here where you say not centered. You want the pivot. And so it's based on the pivot of the object. And so I'll just go ahead and do that. And so there you have it. And so now we're actually creating a door opening for our carriage. So that's a nice quick edit way that we can do that. That's really cool. All right. And so something else that we want to do, I'll just go ahead and close that door. So the next thing I'll do is go ahead and maybe add a, go ahead and edit the wood itself. So I can go ahead and select some of these faces. Now, right now, the object is triangulated. Now we can, theoretically, we can select everything on this body and we can select something called Quantify. Now using Quantify and then you select Quantify, what that's going to do is convert most of these tries into quads. So it makes it easier to edit. So I'll go ahead and hit Quantify. And as you can see now, it cleans it up quite a bit and it looks a little bit more easy to manage. All right. And so now going into these faces, you're going to get quads, right? Now, the only reason you see these edges is because we're in the Unity standard wireframe view. But if you were to go into this view here, you're just going to see the quads. And what I'll do is select, say, this one here, and I'm going to go to isolate. And so now I can move this here out of the way, or I can delete it, and we can basically edit this piece of wood. So I can move it out the way, and I can make it shorter, that sort of thing. I can take this edge here and kind of do something like this instead. And then I can then go ahead and hit isolate again, and I can go ahead and move it back into place. And so now we have a little hole in our roof here because it's broken or whatever the case may be. And we can continuously can do that to multiple objects in this scene. So we can keep editing this as needed. And let me just go ahead and do this here. And go ahead and go back into my isolation mode, isolate, and I'll just go ahead and move that just like that. And I'll just go ahead and edit this one as well. So now we have a shorter one, and we of course can move and edit this even more so. All right, great. And I'll just go ahead and select the isolate, and we'll go ahead and do that and move it back like so, or we can push it further up. Is up to you where you want this to be. Great. And so now we're editing this to make it look a little bit more rough, and that could work. Now, of course, I'm isolating, moving, and moving back, but of course, you can have your object isolated. You can do a detach. And so now this object is its own piece, and we want to go ahead and set that pivot. So we'll just go ahead and do pivot centered on that guy there. And so now we can manipulate this and do whatever we need to without having to worry about moving it out the way. And if we need to go into the vertex mode, we can do so. Great. All right. And so some other things we want to do. So for instance, let's go ahead and select the wheels, these little circular objects here. Let's go select our wheels. And say, for instance, we want to get rid of one of these wheels. So let's go ahead and do that. I can do an isolate on that as well. And I'll just go ahead and isolate. We can just hit delete, or we can do a detach. That makes it easy. And then I can do the same thing for these guys here. We can do isolate. Now, each one of these are an individual piece. So what I'll do is just select one single face in this area, just to make sure we have everything selected, including, let's just go ahead and do isolate and see what we got. Great. And then I'll isolate that. And then I'll do a detach. So now we're separating that wheel. And then if we select this, that's part of that whole. So that's a little different. But if I select this wheel here, just like so, and these pieces here, I can actually take it and let's go ahead and add a nice pivot to this. I want these wheels actually to be one piece. So in terms of the spokes and the circular part, so I'll just go ahead and select it, and then I'll go down and select pivot and just do a center. Great. So now we have the wheel is completely centered there. And so now we can rotate it. That's pretty great. And what we can do now is go ahead and lay it to the side like so, because this guy is on the ground. And so now we can continue to work on this and do the same thing to the back wheel. And the goal ultimately would be to remove the wheels and go from there. Now, what I could do is simply delete this and take this and copy, paste, and just move this to the back like so. And so now I can just take this wheel and duplicate it, because maybe the wheel is broken, whatever the case may be. And there you have it. So now we have two broken wheels there. And if you want, you can even take it a step further and actually edit the spokes of the wheel so that you can start to make unique changes to that. So it's really up to you. You can add it and you can make changes to it to really make it look as if it was broken. And this is the huge benefit of being able to edit your game objects directly inside of Unity with UModeler. So now I can just do this, and we can kind of really make this look as if the wheel was damaged. Great. And so now we have two damaged wheels here, and we have this here. Now this here, I would like to maybe have it lean to the side. So what I would do is actually change the pivot on this guy. Change the pivot. Let's go ahead and get a different view here. And so ideally it's going to tilt based on this pivot point here. So I'll just leave that there and change the gizmo location and then go into that mode. And so now I'm just going to tilt it just like that. Now, the only difference here with tilting it is that these guys were not part of that. So before I actually do that, what I'll do is combine everything together. Great. And so now what we'll do is go ahead and change that pivot point again and go down to pivot, move it right where we need it, like about right there. Gizmo location. And now I will go ahead and tilt it just like so. Great. And so now we have a broken looking thing here. Of course, the door was, I didn't grab the door there, but that's okay. We can still have this door just like that, and we can make it look all messed up as if we have a broken carriage here, and maybe they freed the prisoner. Someone came and looked for the prisoner. As you can see, we have some other objects that we have to realign and put into place. Maybe we can even put this on the ground, right? To make this even look a bit more kind of like as if it was fell off or something happened. But whatever the case may be, this is kind of how you can approach it. So this is great. And so now we have a jail heist, or a what do they call those? Someone escaped from this here. And so now you have a different variation of this. Great, perfect.